Hello, hello, Cancer. Welcome to your 2018 overview reading. Okay, so I have a pretty solid, spread for you to see. It covers a pretty broad spectrum, so I hope that you enjoy this reading. And make sure you stay tuned at the end. I have a new service that I'm offering, and I'm also, just a quick side note, I am doing 2018 love and romance readings, but those are only going to be sent through my newsletter. So if you're more on the love relationship side, go ahead and sign up for my newsletter to get that. And what else is there? I think that's it. You know, then I'll talk about all the typical stuff at the end. So, okay. So there's the spread. Now let's do Paulina Cassidy, see what's coming through for Cancer. Imagination. Imagination intrigues the soul and illuminates the heart. Is that focusing? So give yourself permission to daydream. That's what's coming through from that card, at least, is like, dream big, like shoot for the moon, shoot for the stars. Just allow yourself to imagine, because that's where, you're really able to see what's possible. Okay, and the other affirmation card I have for you for the year: when I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. Oh, I love that. These are the Gabrielle Bernstein cards. All of those are going to be in the description box as well, just so you know. Okay. And I do have a timeline. It's going to be broken down into quarters the way I usually do it. And then I have one for growth period. We're going to touch on romance just a smidge in this reading, and then I'm going to pull a money card as well. Okay, Cancer, 2018, third quarter. All right, so this is you at the center of the spread. This is the core of your year. Death, boom. A lot of change going on for you this year. I'm going to hold off on this because this is a really big message, but let's just look at what else is going on, and then you're going to see this kind of insert itself into all these different areas. Okay, so this is for your health. The Magician. So what you think, what you see, what you believe becomes reality. And so, of course, there are certain things that are just conditions that are, kind of outside of your control. But when it comes to healing yourself, your body and mind are absolutely connected. And so that's what's coming up this year, is how connected your thoughts, your ideas, your attitudes are going to connect to your physical earth body, the aches and pains you experience. All of that stuff is going to be, you're going to see a close connection between the way you feel physically and your mood and your emotions. So with the Magician, it's about that creation. But what this is reading more as is you're going to notice it more and more and more. It's not something that is as action-based as just introspective and kind of noticing, oh, when I'm really stressed out, I, don't eat as much. Or when I am sad, then I eat a lot. Or, whatever behaviors, or if you experience any physical pains like aches and tenderness, pay attention to your emotions there as well. Now, what you're creating in 2018 is 7 of coins. So it looks like the thing about the 7 of coins is it's about casting a wide net and really looking at all your options and all your opportunities. And so this being in this position of creation, it's all like you planting lots of different seeds and you're calling in and creating a lot of opportunities and a lot of abundance. Whatever it is that you need, you're going to be able to manifest those quickly and easily. Okay, this is the core message of, or the like the lesson, like what you're going to learn from this year. Okay, so Daughter of Swords, this is independent thinking. So I can already see a lot of Cancers doing work around their crown chakra, which is where you receive all the information, right? So it's about owning your crown chakra. That is number one for, for this, for 2018, is like just really having mastery over your beliefs and your thoughts and your ideas. So if someone tries to tell you, no, you're wrong, do it this way, or no, that's not how that works, it's this healthy skepticism is coming up for you this year. So keep that in mind, that you're going to learn how to differentiate truth from a lie, more so this year than other years. And then what needs balance this year? This looks like your ability to make decisions. So you might have been in the past making decisions too hastily, or you may have been taking way too much time and been really indecisive to the point where you may have even missed opportunities because you couldn't decide. So it looks like your ability to make decisions and kind of figuring out, a process in doing so that you can move forward and you don't get sucked into gridlock, or if something emotional comes up, being able to make a decision about how to move forward with that particular, crucial confrontation or whatever you want to call it. It's about the pace. This is showing up as pace, like how fast or slow you do something will make a difference. So that is really what you need to pay attention to in 2018. And it might be worthwhile to even put in a system for yourself, like make an agreement on, I'm going to wait to make a decision until I get this worked out. Or if you're on the other side, then you can say, oh, I'm going to get help or make pros and cons lists, or kind of get some assistance in making decisions, or seeking other people's insight and knowledge to help you expedite the process and make a decision faster. But this is about how you're navigating, because you have to realize that these are super connected. So you're going to have a lot of options and opportunities coming into your life, and you have to work out the way you're making decisions so that you can be receptive to all the goodies that are coming into your space. I'm still saving this card till the end because I'm seeing a theme, but I'll talk about it at the end. So this is your spiritual lesson for 2018. Is being, it's weird because Cancerian energy is very gentle and nurturing, but this looks like something where you are figuring out how to honor yourself. And see, we have a reference to 6th and crown chakra right here. There's a lot of work being done. And so what I see you doing for your spiritual lesson is really about taking care of yourself and understanding your own boundaries, your own limitations, it's kind of like you're feeling your astral body out and your earth body out, figuring out what exactly you need to do for yourself to take care of you, and kind of claiming your energy for yourself rather than giving. Now, what you need to raise your permission level with is your ability to receive. We have the 10 of coins, and it's like this is, the security foundation, your legacy, your ability to make money. It's especially if you're stuck in a poverty mindset, or there's, just, oh, some people get money and other people don't. It is more energetic than that. You know, there's a lot we can do. You know, you might not be a millionaire in this lifetime, but there's a lot you can do financially speaking and metaphysically speaking to increase your abundance flow. So it's like not a rigid experience. But this looks like your ability to receive. So being able to receive money, being able to receive abundance, being able to receive love, just having these overflowing areas in good ways. It's about being able to receive what you have to begin with. Otherwise, it's, you know, if you don't receive it, it just disappears. So that's what you need to allow yourself or practice receiving. So when someone gives you a compliment, don't go, oh, stop. No, you receive the compliment. When someone, you know, is like, hey, here's some money. You take the money and you say, wow, thank you, universe, for all that you're giving to me. If you reject what you're being offered, then, you know, it's going to stop coming. And a card for your love life. Two of Cups, beautiful connection. It just looks, this looks really easy, like you're just chilling in partnership, or you're calling this in, or because it's going to be for both. Like if you're coupled, or if you're single, it's going to be, it just looks easy. Even though the Two of Cups is like usually, oh, congratulations, you got the Two of Cups. It just looks really easy and straightforward. But I'm not going to go too much into that because we have the other timeline, and then there's also like the big love reading. So I'm not going to spend too much time on that. Okay, what is transforming for Cancer in 2018? Here we go. Okay, so Three of Swords. And this is changing, which is the ideal position for it to be in. Because what that means is the heartbreak, the grief, the loss is shifting out. This may not be literal grief. It may not be, you know, a broken relationship. It may not be the loss of anything. But it's the grief energy, whatever that is, the loss of an old self, you know, a transition in friendships. So with the Death card at the center, it's about letting the old ways you thought about things die. Kind of the old belief systems gotta go. They really do need to shift into something else. That's kind of like you're taking this pair of glasses off that you've had on for a really long time. And now you have the opportunity to make all these changes for the better. You know, you get to transform the way you think about money, the way you think about self-care, the way you think about boundaries, the way you are able to receive abundance is going to change. And so it really is about your mindset and your belief systems, because those are what is going to, like, your beliefs are what will push you really far and hold you back. So that is really like, you have to let those old belief systems die, truly. Otherwise, you know, your belief systems are what cause you to make assumptions about situations that haven't happened yet. And so this heartbreak, whatever it is shifting into something hopefully productive. Of course, you know, hey, it could be, you know, maybe you're going to handle it in a really destructive way, but since you're watching this video, I like to think that you have an idea of what it takes to heal and what it takes to change and evolve as people. And so with the heartbreak card and the transformation, it's like you're officially saying goodbye. Like, this is the final goodbye to your old belief systems. And like the things that held you back in the past or prevented you from, you know, manifesting that loving partner that you've always wanted, or the things that have prevented you from making ends meet. that is leaving, because it's like all of that is a poverty, it's just a poverty story it's just on repeat over and over. So you're attracting situations that are resulting in heartbreak, which matches your expectations, but that is changing in some really big ways. So this is a beautiful thing to see, just because it's an indication that you're heading in the right direction and you're evolving in some really positive ways. Okay, the outcome for 2018, Two of Coins. This is more decision making, right? So we had these are both what I view in this deck as the decision making cards, this or that. And so here it's like the outcome is you're either going to be making a big decision. I'm going to clarify that because I'm curious. Like, I want more context on what is that Two of Coins about. Nine of Coins. Okay, so this definitely looks financial. I would bet that this is some type of investment. Or like figuring out, maybe you got a huge windfall of money or something and you're trying to figure out how to receive it, because the Nine of Coins is the abundance card, like the independent, abundant card for, you know, just in tarot. I see that as like the most abundant, because it's like a solitary person just sitting in, you know, all of this goodness. So it definitely, I see this as you're going to run into a decision on whether or not you're going to open yourself up to being truly receptive. Now, this is at the end of next year. So at the end of 2018, I'm really seeing this as being kind of like the universe's big test. Like, how much did you learn this year? How much are you willing to receive? Are you truly in a state where you feel like you've learned enough to hold on to this thing that you've manifested? If you've had struggles with heartbreak in the past and just having that cyclical pattern of partners, and you want something to change, it's kind of like, you know, you're going to be presented with a really great thing, and you're going to have to figure out, are you receptive to it or not? I'm also going to clarify the Daughter of Swords. No, actually, no. I'm clarifying the Four of Swords. Nine of Wands. Okay, so this is like, with the Nine of Swords, you've really been trying to keep something contained and just kind of paper over everything that you've been dealing with. So the spiritual lesson is kind of how do you, in a healthy, productive manner, blow off steam and, you know, vent, and in the same breath, take care of yourself and, you know, do all of the things that you have to get done, whatever obligations you have. So it's about balance, because the Nine of Wands is all about, you know, exerting a lot of energy. And it's like, you know, the Nine of Wands is like on the verge of burnout. So we don't want that. All right, so now I'm going to do the timeline. So this is the first quarter, January through March. Employment change. Your career path is leading you in a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams. So here, this could be moving companies or, you know, getting a promotion. It could be having a new business idea. It's just something is shifting within the work that you do to produce money. that is where the transformation is taking place for your finances at the beginning of the year. Okay, your growth period is strength. So it's about persevering, kind of, you know, standing your ground as you go through the changes with your employment. Even if it's a smooth transition, maybe you get different hours or you're still adjusting. And so you are learning about your own strengths and ability to just power through these changes. And in your love life, we have the World. So these are new cycles that are taking place, because it's kind of like these are, the World is about something being released, right? Like something wrapping up full circle. Maybe like if you just went through a breakup, then it would be like, okay, and now here's the last of your stuff as you're on your way out of my apartment. That's kind of what the World represents, is everything's coming together or wrapping up and finishing completely. So it just looks like there's something is being brought full circle, even if it's a lesson. So if it's something where you just have the final, like, here's the last piece that you needed to solve this or heal this, that's coming to a close in your love life. And this is, it doesn't matter if you're in partnership, out of partnership, transitioning in partnership, it applies all the same. Okay, second quarter, organize for success. This isn't like in terms of like intimidation, like getting super serious and structured with your finances. It's about creating clarity for yourself on where your money is going. You know, make sure you take care of the spaces where you work with money, even if that's your desktop. And just as you get your organization together, you're able to receive more money. It's like you're nesting and preparing for abundance flow to come in. Your growth period is sun's rays. So it looks like, you know, springtime. This is spring, early summer. If you're in the northern hemisphere, is really, really vibrant. You just look like you're headed in the right direction. You have all this stuff working out for you. It just looks like you're happy-go-lucky. You have a lot to offer and a lot going on. So keep up the good work. And then we have Eight of Swords. This looks like you being your own worst enemy. This is where you're going to see the pattern of, like, you're going to meet some internal resistance in your relationship. Even if you're in partnership, it's kind of like you might be confronted with a situation where you're like, ooh, how am I going to lessen with this? How am I going to work this out or problem solve? So I'm not saying that is like, oh, and then you're going to get into a fight with your partner. No, that's ridiculous. It's just about navigating a situation and seeing how much of it is real and how much is just you reacting out of old patterns and belief systems. So you're just differentiating that. You're trying to see, okay, what's the part that needs to die? We have death in the center. What's the part that needs to die and go away because it doesn't serve me? And what is the part that needs to be invited through? Third quarter, visualize abundance in all forms. So this is about abundance outside of just monetary abundance. It's all the, the food that you have in your fridge and the friendships that you have around you. It's just really taking an abundant attitude and visualizing that so that you can call in more of it. And then I'm also getting like, maybe it would be a good time to do a vision board, like in the middle of the year, kind of go back to the drawing board and see, is there anything you want to tweak? Is there anything that you want to update? Go back, visualize, and focus on the things that you want to do for the second half of the year. And that would be a little extra boost to help you manifest more. Your growth period, higher knowledge, education, learning about topics that interest you. It's a good time to go back to school, study a topic that you've been interested in or that you think could be beneficial for you. And it's about that deep wisdom that comes from having a beginner mindset, ironically enough. It's like being a beginner, but also being wise. It's like that perspective is really what can open you up to learning more than you ever thought possible. Okay, in your romantic life, we have 9 of Swords. So again, let's say you have partnership coming in and things are going really well, and I just want to be clear that some of you might have some panicky feelings, or like, oh no, things are going well. So if that's happening for you, just try to recognize your own fear and where that's coming from, because it's counterintuitive, but as things are going well in the relationship, I strongly feel like a lot of the beliefs around partnership are illusions. For Cancer specifically, it's like a lot of this stuff, this resistance is totally internal. And so if you're, in the relationship sector, or if you're, if you're single or coupled and you start to have like this fear of, being left or being trapped or anything like that, then just look at where that may have come from in your past. Like, try to find the pattern. So it just looks like some superficial fear that's coming up for you during the 3rd quarter, but since this is a general reading, I'm not going to be able to get much more specific than that, because it's going to show up differently for all of you. Okay, 4th quarter, we have Words of Abundance. Okay, so this is about speaking in the affirmative, like talking about things as if you have plenty. Even if that's not how it seems on the outside, it's about speaking as if it is. It matters that you're saying it out loud and you're affirming it. Your growth period, we have beginnings. Okay, so this is kind of like the Fool, setting off on a new journey, heading out somewhere new, uncharted territory, perhaps, with this higher knowledge. Maybe that's just from your higher self. You discover something and decide to take action, to set off on a new journey. And then we have 7 of Chalices. So this is good because the 7 of Chalices is about abundance. It's about, there's so many. I think I've said this in a few videos, but I do not believe in the one. I think it's a BS concept, and it's incredibly limiting, and I've seen people have soulmates and twin flames and manifest multiple soulmates, multiple life partners who were, a good match for them. So with the 7 of Cups in, relationship, it looks good. It looks like you're finally able to take an abundant mindset, or there's plenty of people who love you. That type of stuff can be hard for a lot of people. Not feeling loved or appreciated, especially for Cancers, that's what they do. They're loving and appreciative. So I just think that it's really helpful, and it expedites your manifestations. If you want to manifest a partner, to look at it like there are so many opportunities for partnership. If you can get to that place, then you're on the right track. All right, 3-card pick. Card number 1, we have Justice. So this is you finding equilibrium between, some areas that you're working on, whether it be relationship, work, your friendships. It's just being able to come into that balanced, wherever you're out of whack, this is kind of going to bring it into balance if you asked about something specific. Card number 2, we have Queen of Cups. Okay, so this is you being your intuitive, sensitive self. And it's also, if you feel like you need extra support, it's the right time to call on your Queen of Cups friends, whoever gives you that nurturing, motherly energy. Spend more time with that person who does that for you, whether they be a friend or, a mother figure, whoever they are. Card number 3, We have death again. So it really, if you were called to this card, then it's like, make sure you are letting things go. And the other message I'm getting for the death card is, as soon as you let whatever it is go, and it's something that you're already going to know what I'm talking about, whatever needs to stop or be released or change, as soon as you do it and successfully make that happen, you're going to see a lot of stuff come in that's 10 times better than what you thought possible. So just you're really going to have to hold on to your faith during this process as things are shifting out. Okay, so if you're looking for your 2018 love reading, sign up for my newsletter. And the other service that I'm offering is I'm now doing tarot spreads that you get sent to your email. So they're not going to be videos. They're going to be audio with photos, because these files are like 3 gigabytes. I cannot send that in an email. So it's, if you want to get your cards read and have some audio and a written description, and for everyone who purchases a tarot reading between now and the end of January, you're going to get a surprise oracle or angel card. And it's going to have additional messages that I'm getting from the card for you. It's totally personalized, all about you. So I'm offering several different spreads, a few love readings, a Celtic cross, a general overview. You get to pick your time frame. I am really, really excited for you guys to check it out. So all of that stuff is in the description box. If you want a single question reading, I'm still doing those. And if you want to work with me one-on-one for like some healing work, energetic healing work, then you're welcome to work with me one-on-one. All of the links are in the description box, all of them. So go read through that, check it out. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram if you want more. And I hope you have a fantastic 2018, Cancer. I'll see you next time.